I'll just pop into YouTube to make sure that we are streaming live. Welcome, folks. I know a number of you have been waiting patiently. So welcome. As you're waiting, feel free to drop into the chat. The chat is at the bottom. Just drop into the chat where you are in the world, where you are dialing in from. That's what we used to say when we had dial-up internet. So just whereabouts are you in the world? Where are you joining us from is a really good thing to do. So
مرحبا واهلا وسهلا بالجميع. بالتشات بتقدروا تخبرونا من وين عم تحضرونا، وخلينا كمان اطلب منكم تعملوا رينيم لاسمائكم، وقبل اسمكم حطوا حرف A اذا انتم Arabic speaker او حطوا حرف E اذا انتم English speaker. So welcome everyone. We're going to start officially in 4 minutes, and then if you don't mind adding A before your name, or if you are an Arabic speaker, or E before your name if you are an English speaker, we will do some breakout room and we will collaborate. And I can see Afra عملت هيدا الشيء. Excellent. So Ayman, Safa and Hagar, I would like you to do the same. A for Arabic and E for English. Hi Safa.
Hi.
hi, Safa.
Do I have to turn off my mic and camera?
The mic, you're okay. You're okay. So I invite everyone to open the camera in all cases, because you will be in breakout room and you will interact. So رح ادعي الجميع بعدين يفتحوا الميكروفونات والكاميرا لأنه رح تروحوا على غرف افتراضية. So Ayman, he mentioned that he's in KSA and he speaks both languages, but it would be nice if you just put like a letter. Hagar إذا عم تسمعينا, if you are able to hear me. So again, rename and let's see, put the letter Safa behind your name, you know, so when you see the 3 dots you can rename yourself and you can put the letters. Andrew, just like we cannot open the meeting completely, or every time we have someone who's logging in we need to let him in?
Yes, what I can do is unlock the room now.
Yes.
Just so that the room people can just join. That
Yes.
will be easier. Good point to set up. So let me just set that up now. And that's now unlocked, so people can just join as they pop in.
So you can see people from UAE, from Saudi Arabia, from Oman. And the best way to rename yourself is to bring the mouse on your face or on your little dot, and then you will find 3 dots. You click on the 3 dots and then you will be able to rename yourself, right, Andrew?
Absolutely. You can also click on your name in the view of your own screen. So if you just click on your screen, you can come off camera, off no camera, and you will see that you can click on your name, and just like a text edit, you can change it to anything that you would like, including the E or the A.
So بتلاقوا edit display name, ولما بتكبسوا على edit display name غصون هاجر صفاء بتقدروا تحطوا حرف A للعربي وحرف E للإنجليش.
So I've just checked, Ali, our stream is live, but I do have a little warning error saying that the bandwidth is a bit of an issue at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. But it is running through, and I'm viewing it on YouTube. So if there are people who join us from YouTube, I will monitor that and see if there are any comments and questions that come in. Ali, a quick question for you. How would you like to manage questions that arise? Do you want to hold them towards the end? I'll invite people to add questions and comments into the chat box. Do you want to answer them on the fly, or do you want to hold them towards the end?
No, we will create like moments of Q&A during the session.
Excellent.
Yes.
So welcome everyone again. Just we have other people joining us now. We are doing something I think unique and possibly maybe one of the first times that I've seen this where we're presenting in both English and Arabic, and I think this is a really exciting moment. As you join us, rename your name with either an E or an A, English or Arabic, and we've set up some breakout rooms for you later on, so you'll be going into English or Arabic speaking breakout rooms. And just drop in, some of you have done this already, but just drop in, where are you joining us from in the world? I'm joining you from Singapore. Ali, you're in Dubai?
Yes. So مرحبا واهلا وسهلا بالجميع. عم نطلب منكم تعيدوا تسمية نفسكم لما بتحطوا الماوس على اسمكم رح بيبين عندكم 3 نقاط. لما بتكبسوا على هدول 3 نقاط بيبين rename yourself او بيبين edit display name، وهون بتحطوا حرف ال A او بتحطوا حرف ال E. وبالتشات خبرونا من وين عم تحضرونا. الاعداد عم بتزيد, so we have more people joining, Andrew, and I would like them to be on mute, so if you don't mind, if you have the control to put the people on mute.
Safra, I'm going to pop you on mute if that's okay.
Yes.
In a recent interview promoting his new movie Operation Fortune, Ruth de Guerre, the acclaimed British director explained that Robert wanted to be in charge.
I've got one coming through.
He left the ball in the actor's court, noting that Downey is in charge.
Just everyone, if you can make sure that you're on mute. We've got a bit of an extra channel coming through, I think, at this stage. I'm not quite sure. Everyone is appearing to be on mute for me, I think.
Okay.
Got lots more joining now as we're coming through.
Right. And then I can see now that everyone is on mute, yes.
So that's excellent. And I think with that, we might officially begin with the session, if that's okay. Ali, this is a very special session, and I'm just losing screens left, right, and center. I've got a big screen set up here. Assalam alaikum. Alaikum. I always get that. I'm dyslexic, so I'm struggling. Salam alaikum to everyone joining us today. I'm sorry that I did get that a little bit wrong to start with. I'm here. I'm one of the co-founders of EduSpark. We're coming through the EduSpark channel. Ali has been partnering and collaborating with EduSpark and has a program of work already in the platform. And we are so proud and happy to be collaborating today through both YouTube and our own live video platform that we're using now to bring the magic of the internet spread throughout the world and to bring the value of Ali in particular. So Ali, welcome. I'll leave it over to you. And if you can just explain some of those things that you were saying before, I think we've got some new people in the group.
Great. So مرحبا واهلا وسهلا فيكم جميعا. نحن اليوم من خلال منصة EduSpark ورح نكون عم نعمل حوار وحديث حول موضوع اليوم agency. Let's discuss agency in Arabic and in English. It will be a very unique experience, and welcome everyone. Feel free to put in the chat from where you are watching. So حطوا لنا بالchat من وين عم تحضرونا, and rename yourself. So عيدوا تسمية أنفسكم. You can add A before your name for the Arabic and E before your name for the English. حطوا حرف A للغة العربية وحطوا حرف E للغة الإنجليزية.
Ali, just while you're there is a reaction icon at the bottom. And if you like something in particular, you can respond. And usually when I say something, people see it as a little bit on the funny side. Maybe they don't. But you can add all sorts of reactions. And at the end, we're going to do a special little piece for Ali with all of those reactions.
فإذا في بالمنصة خانة اسمها رياكشن أو تفاعل، فيكم تتفاعلوا كمان معنا من خلال هيدي الأيقونة.
Oh, there's a rose. It's the first time I've seen a rose. That's fabulous. Well done. And also, please feel free to show your video. It also helps Ali a lot if he can see faces instead of letters. It's one of those social problems we have in connecting in a virtual space. So if you're in a position where you're able to show your face like we are, please do so. If you have a question during the session, you can pop that in the chat. And then what we'll do is we'll run a live ask sort of exploration of the questions that are being asked through dialogue in the session. I'll both Ali and myself be monitoring the chat as we go.
So let me translate this quickly. رح بتحطوا بالأسئلتكم من خلال الشات، وإذا بتقدروا تفتحوا الكاميرا تبعيتكم كمان بيهمنا نشوف وجوهكم ونتفاعل معكم.
Thanks, Maria, and thanks, Safa. It's great to have some visuals. It really starts to make this a more personal and connected space when people, I know sometimes that's a bit hard to do, but yeah, it's great if we can. Over to you, Ali. I'm really excited. I'm very much looking forward to this.
Great. So I'm Ali Ezzeddine from Lebanon, international educator and consultant. I speak English, Arabic, and French, but for today we are going only to use English and Arabic. I write picture books for kids. I live in Dubai. I've been in the education for 20 years and I'm addicted to travel. So أنا علي من لبنان، عايش بدبي، صار لي 20 سنة بالتربية والتعليم، بحب السفر، بحكي عربي، فرنسي، إنجليزي، بكتب كتب للأولاد، واليوم مع بعضنا البعض رح نقضي الساعة هالقد تفاعل ونتعلم فيها عن موضوع اليوم. We're going to start with a breakout room, and to start with the breakout room, you're going to meet the people who speak the same language, and you are going to find 3 similarities and 3 differences in the breakout room. رح نروح هلا على غرف افتراضية، وبالغرف الافتراضية رح تتعرفوا على بعض وتجربوا تلاقوا 3 نقاط تشابه و3 نقاط اختلاف. So we're doing breakout room in English and in Arabic. So based on your language, you are going to this breakout room. And so you can see breakout room 1, Arabic, breakout room 2, English. So choose which language do you speak and go to the breakout room. Arabic or English. رح تختاروا الغرف الافتراضية باللغة العربية أو باللغة الإنجليزية وتفوتوا تتعرفوا على بعضكم. ماكسيموم 3 ل 4 بالغرفة. سو روحوا على غرف أكثر، نحن فاتحين غرف أكثر. أوكي؟ سو كل الأشخاص هلأ بالغرف الافتراضية عم يتعرفوا على بعض وعم يتشاوروا مع بعضهم البعض. I'm not sure, Andrew, it worked, but let's see.
So, Ali, you can jump on stage. So click the on stage, go on stage at the top, and then we can be broadcasting to everyone. Okay. So just make sure 3 to 4 maximum. Group 2, if we can have some people move it to join a different group, please.
اوكي المجموعه رقم 2، اذا بعض الاشخاص بيفضلوا يروحوا على غرف ثانيه يا ريت تعملوا هيدا الشيء لحتى تكون المجموعات فقط من 3 أو 4 اشخاص.
Also, if you find yourself in a room with only yourself, go and find another room. You've got agency to go and pick a room.
اوكي سو الزملاء يلي موجودين لوحدهم بيقدروا يكونوا عم يرجعوا على غرفه مع زملاء اخرين، انتم بتقدروا تتحركوا بالغرف مثل ما بدكم. We're going to give you like 3 minutes in the breakout room to introduce who you are and to find similarities and differences.
So 3 similarities, 3 differences.
Okay, so Andrew, you are with me now?
Yes, I am. We've still got some people join us here at the bottom have not chosen a room.
It's okay. Maybe they just logged in, so.
Yeah, they can.
Or maybe they cannot open their mic or their camera.
That's okay.
But I can see that room number 1 Arabic has people, room English number 1 has people, room Arabic number 2 has people, Arabic 3 has people, and Arabic 4 has people.
Yep.
Perfect.
Very good.
And then I'm putting the timer, so in 1 minute and a half, we can bring them all back.
That's cool.
Okay.
Broadcast a chat to everyone. And we might jump on. I might jump on and back on stage. That broadcasts to everyone on stage. So we've got about a minute left. About 1 minute left, everyone. About 1 minute.
بعد معنا دقيقة نتعرف على بعضنا البعض نلاقي أمور تشابه وأمور اختلاف 3 ب3.
Welcome, Azar.
Okay, do we need to close the breakout room now?
Yes. Just
Okay.
going to break out, going to stop the breakout rooms now, people.
Okay, so أهلا وسهلا بالجميع. Welcome back everyone. We're going to use the breakout room during the whole session. رح نستخدم الغرف الافتراضية خلال كل الجلسة. فهلا تعودتوا على الفكرة وصرتوا بتعرفوا إنه في عنا غرف باللغة العربية وغرف باللغة الإنجليزية. So now you are familiar with the idea. We have breakout room in English and we have breakout room in Arabic. Who would like to tell us what did you discover in the breakout room? So مين عباله يخبرنا شو اكتشفتوا بالغرف الافتراضية؟ حدا يفتح الكاميرا يفتح المايك ويقلنا شو تعرف أو شو اكتشف من هالغرف الافتراضية.
مرحبا.
أهلا.
أنا روان إبراهيم من مدارس الإمارات الوطنية فرع دبي.
أهلا يا روان.
أهلا فيك مستر عز. إحنا اجتمعنا 3 أشخاص اجتمعنا على شيء متشابه إن إحنا دائما بنحضر الوركشوب اللي بيعملها أستاذ علي عز الدين.
Thank you, Rawan. So the similarity is all the people who are in the breakout room, they attend the workshop that I organize. Okay, do we take an English speaker now? So from the English team, who would like to comment? What did you discover in the breakout room? Duha. Duha, I cannot hear you.
Sorry.
Yes, now.
Okay, sorry, it's my bad. I miscalculated Dubai's time, so I'm currently in my friend's kid's birthday. I thought that was at 5. One similarity we actually found is that we are all interested in student-centered and student-driven approaches. So that's why we're attending sessions like this with you and similar sessions. So this is a similarity between all of us.
Great. Maria, would you like to add something?
We both had the best day today. I didn't mention it to Doha before. We were female. We are switched on even on weekend, on a Saturday afternoon. And all for the kids.
Great. فإذا ضحى وماريا بأجواء عيد الميلاد وعم يشتغلوا نهار السبت وكل هيدا الشيء كرمال نقدم أمور منيحة للطلاب ويتعرفوا أكثر الطلاب على أمور بتقدر تساعدهم وبتفيدهم. So we did the introduction, very interactive. Now let's check. This is our question. And Andrew, are you able to see my screen? Very good. What is agency? ما هي الوكالة أو القوى المحركة? The people who are used to my workshop, they know I always start with questions because questions provoke the thinking. الأشخاص اللي عم يحضروا معي وعم يحضروا معي دائما بيعرفوا إنه أنا ببلش بأسئلة لأنه الأسئلة بتحفز التفكير. And we're going back to the breakout room now, and I would like you to agree with your team on the success criteria of this session. So this workshop will be successful if رح ترجع على الغرف الافتراضية ورح تتفقوا على معيارين نجاح حتى تكون هيدي الورشة ناجحة. Okay? So, in the breakout room, you're going to get 2 minutes now, and you are going to discuss the success criteria of the session. Let's go. Andrew is opening the breakout room. You can go back to the breakout room and discuss 2 success criteria. I'm giving you 2 minutes.
We should choose the same group or different group?
Yes. فيك تبقى بنفس المجموعة هيك لأنه بتبقوا كل الجلسة مع بعضكم البعض. You can choose the same breakout room, so you stay with the same group. رح تختاروا نفس المجموعة وتضلكم مع نفس المجموعة. So 2 minutes, Andrew. Okay, we have 30 seconds left.
30 seconds, everyone. Okay, you'd like me to bring them back?
Yes, please. اوكي، فاذا خليني اسمع شخصين حابين يخبروني عن معايير النجاح. I would like to hear from two people who would like to share the success criteria, and let's take new faces. So who would like to comment? Safa, do you want to start?
Yeah. اوكي. اول شيء قلنا التحضير، وثاني وحده التفاعل.
Okay,
being
so
prepared and being interactive.
So being prepared and being interactive. مين بعد بيحب يجاوبنا على سؤال معايير النجاح? Who would like to comment also on the success criteria? Maria?
We said like to get some takeaways that we can easily start applying as soon as possible in our daily practice.
Okay, so ناخد أفكار جديدة نقدر نطبقها داخل فصلنا. Thank you, Maria. I'm going back to sharing my screen now, and let's continue with the workshop. So what do we have now? We have the dictionary definition. So agency. Agency is a noun. And if I look in the dictionary, I will find that it's a business or organization providing a particular service on behalf of another business, person, or group. فإذا بالقاموس الوكالة هي اسم تعني شركة أو مؤسسة تقدم خدمة معينة نيابة عن شركة أو شخص أو مجموعة أخرى. Now, if I look at the second definition, action or intervention producing a particular effect, a thing or person that acts to produce a particular result. العمل أو التدخل الذي ينتج عنه تأثير معين، شيء أو شخص يعمل على تحقيق نتيجة معينة. Now, if I look at the word agent, agent is a noun, and it's a person who acts on behalf of another person or a group, and then a person or a thing that takes an active role or produces a specified effect. باللغة العربية كلمة وكيل تعني الشخص الذي يتصرف نيابة عن شخص آخر أو مجموعة أخرى، وهي أيضا تعني شخص أو شيء يأخذ دورا نشيطا أو ينتج تأثير محدد. So starting with the keyword agency and agent, using a dictionary, I would like now to transfer this to the education word. رح نقول هلا هيدا التعريف يلي هو تعريف عام إلى عالم التربية والتعليم. When I looked at the document published by the OECD, Future of Education and Skills 2030, and they wrote an article about student agency for 2030, I discovered that there is no global consensus on the definition of student agency. The Portuguese word doesn't exist. The Korean people, they had to create a new word. In Japan, the word agency is often used in a context of a group. And in China, it has also a different meaning in a different context. And I don't want to forget South Africa, where also it has a different interpretation. فإذا بالمستند يلي أنا اطلعت عليه لحتى أعرف الوكالة من خلال التربية والتعليم، اكتشفنا أنه لا يوجد إجماع عالمي على تعريف الكلمة. هناك تفسيرات مختلفة لهذه الكلمة عبر الثقافات. الكلمة البرتغالية غير موجودة، بكوريا أنشأوا لها كلمة جديدة، باليابان كلمة وكالة بتعني الجماعة، بالصين كمان إلها معنى مختلف، وبجنوب إفريقيا كمان تحمل معنى آخر. I want to tell you one thing. Last weekend, I was in France and I was running a workshop in French in a PYP school. And you know, the PYP word is also created in French. And I've been using the word agencivité in French. And then all the French teacher told me, it's wrong. It should be agentivité. And so I was like completely confused because also the pronunciation of the word was not clear for me, even though I speak French and I used to be a French teacher. So لخبركم خبرية، الأسبوع الماضي كنت بفرنسا وعم بعطي ورشة العمل باللغة الفرنسية، واستخدمت كلمة agency بالفرنسي، وأنا وعم بستخدمها حتى لفظت الكلمة غلط بدل ما ألفظها بالشكل الصحيح. رجعوا معلمات الفرنسي صححوا لي كيف بتنلفظ الكلمة. It's the same in Arabic. When I look at the word in Arabic, maybe you notice that I use two different words, wakala and quwa muharrika. And these two different words, because the word agency in education in Arabic doesn't exist. So let's try to go deeper into this concept and unpack it together. The IB perspective, and we are all maybe IB educators today, they base their work on Bandura theory. And they said that Bandura, in the social cognitive theory, he said that agency enables people to play a part in their self-development, adaptation, self-renewal with the changing time. بالنسبة لنا ببرنامج السنوات الابتدائية بالبكالوريا الدولية استخدمنا تعريف ألبرت بندورا يلي قال بنظريته الإدراكية الاجتماعية إنه القوة المحركة تمكن الناس من تولي دور مهم في تنميتهم الذاتية والتكيف وتجديد الذات مع تغيير الأوقات. And Trevor Mackenzie, in his book Inquiry Mindset, he said that student agency is more than providing option for assignment. It's about empowering learners for truly understand what they need and how they can have these needs met. هلا باللغة العربية هذا الكتاب صار متوفر بما أنه أنا ترجمته للغة العربية، وتريفر ماكنزي بكتابه عقلية التساؤل بيقول وكالة الطلاب هي أكثر من مجرد توفير خيارات للواجبات، إنها تتعلق بتمكين المتعلمين من فهم ما يحتاجون إليه وكيف يمكنهم تلبية هذه الاحتياجات. So what I would like from you now, you're going back to the breakout room and you are going to define together the word agency, but you are not allowed to use the word voice, choice and ownership. رح بتروحوا على الغرف الافتراضية وتعرفوا كلمة القوى المحركة أو الوكالة، وممنوع تستخدموا صوت ملكية واختيار. After 5 minutes approximately, you are coming back and each group is going to give us the definition that you have. So, رح نروح للغرف الافتراضية عن جديد، رح تتعاونوا مع بعضكم البعض لتعرفوا كلمة وكالة، ممنوع تستخدموا صوت واختيار وملكية، ولما بترجعوا بعد 5 دقايق رح يكون في عنا شخص عم يقرأ لنا بصوت عالي التعريف يلي اعطيتونا اياه. Yeah, let's go breakout room.
Well done. You can choose a different one if you want.
يلي بيحب يختار مجموعة تانية باللغة العربية أو اللغة الإنجليزية كمان بيقدر، هيك بيكون عم يتعرف على زملاء جدد.
Now, just checking, Ali, I've reduced the rooms by 2, so we've got 4 in each, if that's okay. That should still cope with the room. So.
Yes. Remember we said it's all depend on the numbers, so.
Yeah. All good.
فإذا كل الزملاء الموجودين معنا هون يا ريت تنضموا لغرف افتراضية لتعملوا عمل المجموعات. So the people and the teacher who are still here, please go to the breakout room so you can collaborate and create a definition of the word. Hawra, Azhar, Zahra, Nihal, and BS. So if you don't mind joining breakout room. إذا بتنضموا للغرف الافتراضية.
One of the words I've been hearing a lot in English, Ali, particularly through neuroscience discussions, has been agentic.
Right.
It took me a while to pick it up. It doesn't seem to have been a common usage prior to that, because I've been doing work with other people on agency for quite some time, and it seems to be fairly new in the lexicon. Is that something that you have as an equivalent in Arabic?
The problem of the Arabic is the word doesn't really belong to our daily jargon in the education. So that's why I'm using two words. I'm using the exact translation of agency, which is like the travel agency, wikala. And then I'm referring also to the IB word, which in my opinion doesn't really give a kind of a clear understanding.
Yes.
So نهال كوثر إيمان نحن بغرف افتراضية إذا بتحبوا تنضموا للمجموعات وتعرفوا كلمات وكالة. If you'd like to join the breakout room and they are discussing the word agency.
Now, Rakaya asked to raise her or their hand, but I'm not sure if that. Sometimes people raise hands when they're making a reaction. So I'll see what happens when she comes back or he comes back. The thing I'm noticing, and I should have set this up with you as well, we should have asked people to join with Chrome or Firefox. I am noticing some people, Iman, Azar, have got crosses through their video and their mic, and that could be the result of either using Edge or Safari. And it's also sometimes that the device has not had permissions to use the microphone. So next time we'll do this, we'll set that pre-work up a bit better. My apologies for that.
No worries. So you have 1 minute left. Each group will find a speaker who will give us a definition. بعد معكم دقيقة وكل مجموعة لازم تختار شخص رح يعطينا التعريف. Remember, no voice, no choice, no ownership in your definition. ما في كلمات صوت ملكية أو اختيار بالتعريف تبعكم. And then 30 seconds and you can close the breakout room.
Perfect. We've had a lot of people come out of their groups now. I think we might.
Yeah, we can close the groups. Okay, أهلا وسهلا فيكم عن جديد. الغرفة رقم 1. So group number 1, who would like to speak? Do we have a volunteer? Do we have a definition?
السلام عليكم
وعليكم السلام.
ورحمة الله
تفضلي.
وبركاته. المجموعة Arabic إيه؟
Yes.
أستاذة أميرة. اتفقنا نحن جميعا نتفق أن الوكالة أو الإيجنسي ليس هناك تعريف محدد، ولكن اتفقنا أن الطالب هو القادر على دفع عملية التعلم، وأن هو الذي يستطيع الخروج بمحتوى العملية الخاصة به، وأيضا هو القادر على استخدامها سواء في الناحية العملية أو الناحية التعليمية.
Okay, so quickly in English, there is no common definition for the word agency, but we believe that the student has the power to take the lead regarding the learning process. Okay. An English group. Doha, you need to open your mic.
Sorry. To protect you from the kids' voices around you. Okay, so we discussed and we thought that agency is the capacity or the ability to make a change and make decisions, so that and we thought that it really has empowerment in it. So it's not only the option if or yes they can, but it's actually the capacity that they will actually take decisions or make a change. So we thought right answer.
So مجموعة ضحى جمعت الكلمة بمفهوم القدرة على التغيير والقدرة على أخذ القرار. Do we have more definition that we would like to share? حدا بعد عنده تعريف بيحب يشاركه معنا؟ Yes, نما.
مرحبا علي.
أهلا.
من وجهة نظري أن القيادة أو الوكالة عبارة عن تمكين الطالب من معرفة أهدافه ودعم أفكاره وتساؤلاته واتخاذ القرارات، فيكون متحملاً لمسؤولية تعلمه.
Okay. So Nama is saying that the student or the learner is responsible for his own learning, and he's taking responsibility also of the work that he's doing. Andrew in the chat wrote capacity to meet needs in self-directed way. هي القدرة على تلبية احتياجاتي بطريقة فردية. مرهب, would you like to add a definition?
نعم.
تفضل.
فيني بالعربية يعني بالعربي فيني أحكي. يعني فيني أعرفه إنه هو إجراء لتحفيز الطلاب على التحدث والتفاعل باللغة والهدف اللي بدهم يوصلوا له. يعني هذه تؤدي لتحسين مهاراتهم للاستماع والتفاعل الاجتماعي مع أصدقائهم وباستخدام اللغة كوسيلة يعني يقدروا يتواصلوا بين بعض برفقاتهم.
Good. So it's also from the perspective of Mirhab, the ability to connect and to interact with others. Let's continue our definition and let's check what do I have next on my presentation. And you're going to see that I have few keywords and few ideas that I would like to share with you. When students are agent in their learning, they are more likely to have learned how to learn, an invaluable skill that they can use throughout their lives. فإذا عندما يكون الطلاب وكلاء في تعلمهم فمن المرجح أن يكونوا قد تعلموا كيفية التعلم، وهي مهارة لا تقدر بثمن يمكنهم استخدامها طوال حياتهم. So here in this document of the OECD, they are connecting agency to the lifelong learners. عم بيصير في عملية رابط بين الوكالة أو القوى المحركة والتعلم لمدى الحياة. Student agency relates to the development of an identity and a sense of belonging. When students develop agency, they rely on motivation, hope, self-efficacy, and a growth mindset to navigate towards well-being. This enables them to act with a sense of purpose, which guides them to flourish and thrive in society. فإذا الوكالة الطلابية تتعلق بتنمية الهوية والشعور بالانتماء. عندما يطور الطلاب قدراتهم فإنهم يعتمدون على الحافز والأمل والفاعلية الذاتية وعقلية النمو للانتقال نحو الرفاهية. وهذا يمكنهم من التصرف بإحساس بالهدف الذي يوجههم إلى الازدهار والازدهار في المجتمع. So we are seeing together that there is a connection between different keywords and different big ideas related to the concept of agency. I'm going also to add that agency can be exercised in almost all contexts. We're talking about moral agency, social agency, economic agency, and creative agency. رح بتلاحظوا أيضاً إنه نحن فينا نستخدم هذا المفهوم بسياقات عديدة ومتنوعة، سياقات أخلاقية، اجتماعية، اقتصادية وإبداعية. One more idea or three more ideas in this slide. When I'm talking about student agency, I'm talking about the student who is able to make responsible action, decision, and choices. هي القدرة على اتخاذ الأفعال والقرارات والخيارات المسؤولة. Agency is also the ability to set a purpose, reflect, and act responsibly to effect a change. هي القدرة على تحديد الهدف والتأمل والتصرف بمسؤولية لإحداث التغيير. The concept of student agency is also rooted in the principle that students have the ability and will to positively influence their own lives and the world around them. فإذا مفهوم الوكالة الطلابية هو متجذر في مبدأ أن الطلاب لديهم القدرة على إرادة التأثير الإيجابي على حياتهم، أو إذا بدكم إدارة التأثير الإيجابي على حياتهم الخاصة والعالم من حولهم. What I would like you to do now in the breakout room now, discuss what are the new ideas that you gained from these three slides. And I'm going to put the slides again if you want. So what are the new ideas that you gained? We talked about learning how to learn. We talk about the belonging, identity, motivation, hope, self-efficacy, growth mindset. We talked about it can be exercised in different contexts and these three points. So can we discuss these new ideas in the breakout room? هل بنقدر نناقش هذه الأفكار الجديدة في الغرف الافتراضية؟ And here I'm going to give you 4 minutes of discussion. برجع بذكر عم بتفوتوا على الغرف الافتراضية وتتناقشوا بالأفكار الجديدة يلي اكتسبتوها. For all the teachers who are still here, you're joining the breakout room and you are discussing what are the new ideas that you gained. How I'm dealing with the English and Arabic? I cannot hear you, Andrew.
Elegantly and beautifully, Ali. It's very smooth. You're clearly well used to this sort of environment, and the connection between the two. It's working exceptionally well. It's triggering a lot for me too, because I've got a neurodiverse stepson, and I don't think he has. There's a degree to which his agency, through the definitions you're presenting, is limited because he doesn't have the core functionality available to him that I notice other kids his age might have. So self-awareness, I think, is a cornerstone of agency that I hadn't realized before, because that if you're aware of self, then you know what you need and you know what you're not getting. So to me, that's a new connection that I've formed tonight. It's been very interesting. You're triggering lots of thinking for me.
Good.
Yeah, I've got about 2 minutes left.
Yes. Okay, I think we can bring them back.
Okay. Closing the rooms now.
Okay, so أهلا وسهلا بالجميع. Welcome back, everyone. We still have few minutes in this interactive session, and let me check if anyone would like to add any comment about the new ideas that I shared. بعد عنا القليل من الدقائق لننهي الجلسة. حدا بيحب يعلق على الأفكار الجديدة يلي اكتسبتوها؟
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام، أهلا.
أهلين. أعلق أن الوكالة أو الأجنسي أهم شيء فيها هو كيفية تنمية قدرة الطالب على التأثير الإيجابي داخل المجتمع في المستقبل. على ما أعتقد دي تعتبر أهم نقطة موجودة. شكرا.
Shukran. So the key idea for me, it was about the ability of the learner that he can make a change around him, a positive change around him in the community. Okay. حدا تاني لفت نظره فكرة حابب يعلق عليها؟
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام، تفضل.
معكم أيمن. أعتقد أن أعلى وأهم فكرة قد ذكرت هي أن أهم مهارة يتطلبها أو يتعلمها المعلم هو كيفية فهم كيفية التعلم، أنه يعلم كيف يتعلم. I'd like I think that the best or the best things that we have learned here is that the highest skill that students could learn is to know how to learn and to get that metacognition concept of to learn how to learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayman. So Ayman was able to do the translation. This is easier for me. So Ayman حكى باللغتين وهذا الشيء بيخليني انتقل هلا للتمرين التالي. So let's continue, and I'm bringing now a new concept maybe for some of you. Co-agency. I'm not sure if you've heard this word before. الوكالة المشتركة. And so let's unpack it together. When we are talking about co-agency, we are talking about the following. An effective learning environment is built on co-agency, where student, teacher, parents, and the community work together. فإذا تبنى بيئة التعلم الفعالة على الوكالة المشتركة، أي حيث يعمل الطلاب والمعلمون وأولياء الأمور والمجتمع معا. I cannot talk only about the student agency. When I'm talking about agency, I'm talking also about the agency of the community where I am. And so co-agency implies relationships with others, parents, peers, teachers, and the community. الوكالة المشتركة تعني أيضا العلاقات مع الآخرين، مع أولياء الأمور، مع الأقران، مع المعلمين، ومع المجتمع. And here again, I'm referring to the report from the OECD about student agency for 2030. ومصدر هذه المعلومات مثل ما قلت لكم هو المقال يلي أنا عم اشتغل عليه ويلي هي وكالة المتعلم ل 2030. When I'm talking also about the co-agency, I want to introduce the Sun model of co-agency. نموذج الشمس. And this is maybe also new for some of you. The figure of the sun model of co-agency is also related to the ability of the student to take action. And agency and action are connected. الوكالة والفعل هن مرتبطين ببعضهم البعض. So when I'm on 0, this is the silence, a summit. And then I can start going up from manipulation number 1 to number 8 when the young people initiated and shared decision with the adults. So when I want the child to take an action and to do a positive change, لما أنا بدي من الطالب ياخد فعل وعمل معين ويؤدي إلى تأثير معين حواليه تأثير إيجابي, we can go through this model. Usually, there is a lot of time where we manipulate students, or we use a student as a decor, or I give them something, tokenism. Then, step by step, the student has an input, but it's adult-led. It's a shared decision between the student and the adult. And then finally, it's really something coming from the student. And the adults are informed. فإذا أنا وقت عم بعمل عمل بالمجتمع حوالي بمحلات كتير نحن نتلاعب بالتلاميذ أو نستخدمهم بس كزينة أو يمكن بنعطيهم أشياء بالمقابل، ولكن أنا لازم أوصل إلى مكان وين إذا بدكم من رقم 5 بتبلش الأكشن أو الأفعال بيصير إلى تعاون بيني وبين المعلم. خبر المعلم شو بدي أعمل تقدر أنا أوصل بالآخر على القرار المناسب بالمكان المناسب. So this is the sun model of co-agency. In the chat, I would like you now to complete the sentence. I used to think agency is, and now I think. بدي إياكم بالchat تكتبوا كنت أعتقد أو كنت أفكر أن الوكالة هي والآن أفكر. I'm going to give you a 1 minute, and while you are putting your answers, maybe Andrew can read aloud the English one. So كيف تغيرت أفكاركم بخصوص الأجنسي؟ يا ريت تخبرونا بالchat. شو المعلومات الجديدة اللي اكتسبتوها؟ What are the new ideas that you got? So I used to think agency is limited to more choice, but now I can see the connection to self-awareness and metacognition. كنت مفكر إنه الوكالة مرتبطة بالخيارات، ولكن أنا هلأ شايفها مرتبطة بالتأمل والتفكير. كنت أفكر أن الوكالة هي الاختيار، والآن أفكر غصون. So I used to think that agency is about the choices. I'm waiting for the next part from غصون. شو الفكرة الجديدة اللي أخذتيها؟ Okay, so Sukaina, she used to think that agency is like a flipped classroom. Now she got a deeper understanding. So Athar, as a learning process, student agency and learning have a circular relationship. So فإذا هون عم نحكي عن هالعلاقة الدائرية بين الطالب وبين المعلم واثنيناتهم عندهم الوكالة. And more action are coming inside the chat, or more and more reflection are coming inside the chat. Let's continue now. And the people who are used also to my workshop, they know that I always show my plan and my thinking, because reflecting on the learning process is more important than the learning process. So الكل بيعرفوا لما بيحضروا ورشات عمل معي إنه أنا بتهمني عملية التأمل، لأنه عملية التأمل هي أهم من رحلة التعلم بحد ذاتها. Look, how did we do this session? You've been here online since 50 minutes, and we still have a few minutes to wrap it up. What did we do? We started with an introduction game, similarities and differences. بلشنا بلعبة تعارف. Then I asked you my question, what is agency? رجعت سألت السؤال ما هي الوكالة. I went through different definition. أعطيتكم بعض التعريفات. Albert Bandura, for example, and Trevor Mackenzie. أعطينا تعريف Albert Bandura و Trevor Mackenzie. Then you went into the breakout room to create your own definition without the word choice, voice, and ownership. رحتوا على عمل المجموعات وعرفتوا بطريقتكم. Then I gave a new perspective with the new ideas. أعطيتكم منظور جديد وأفكار جديدة. You had to discuss these. عملتوا النقاش. And then I introduced the concept of co-agency ورجعت حطيت المفهوم الجديد يلي هو الوكالة المشتركة. And I wrapped it up with a reflection. I used to think, now I think. If I wanted to do this whole session as a teacher-led, I would be here for 50 minutes talking, and you are only the listeners. إذا أنا كنت بدي أعملها بطريقة تعتمد فقط على المعلم، كنت أنا رح أحكي لمدة 50 دقيقة وأنتم فقط مستمعين. Did you notice your role and how every approximately 5 minutes you went to breakout room to connect, to reflect, to create, and then to come up with a new understanding. كنتوا تقريبا كل 5 دقائق عم بتروحوا على الغرف الافتراضية لتعملوا روابط، لتعملوا معرفة جديدة، ولتتأملوا على معرفتكم. So now I'm going to keep the next 2 minutes for some question and answer and some connections and reflections. Let's check together if you have any question or if you have any comment. مين عنده سؤال استفسار أو تعليق؟
السلام عليكم مستر علي.
أهلا وسهلا.
حضرتك ذكرت أن الإيجنسي لا تتعلق فقط بالطالب، لقد يعني حضرتك ما شاء الله كفيت ووفيت وأظهرت الإيجنسي بالنسبة للطالب، لكن ما هي الإيجنسي بالنسبة هل هناك إيجنسي للبيرنتس وإيجنسي للتيتشرز وهناك سيركل وكونسبت خاص فيهم كما هو الآن كونسبت للليرنر أم أنه فقط للليرنر ما نركز عليه الآن؟ شكرا لحضرتك.
كتير حلو السؤال. So the question is, do we have a specific definition for the agency for parents and for teacher? نحن خلينا نقول إنه التعريف أيمن هو تعريف للمتعلم، وبما إنه كلنا متعلمين فإذا كلنا عم نستخدم نفس التعريف. The definition that we are using is the definition for the learner, and because we are all community of learners, then the same definition is for the student, for the parent, for the community, and for the teachers. Shukran. Any other questions?
Ali, just while we're waiting for someone else to come in, I'm wondering if there's a comment about the age-related development of agency and how we might be shifting our pedagogy to make sure we're maximizing the development of children having agency as they grow through school. So I would imagine that a 13-year-old has a different approach and subset of opportunities than maybe a 5-year-old. What are your thoughts about the stage and the age of development, and what should we be doing to make sure that's maximized?
So سؤال أندرو على العمر وكيف بتبين الوكالة بالأعمار المختلفة. Now, if I refer to the PYP, we all know that the PYP program is from age of 3. So when we are talking about agency, we are talking about agency from age of 3. So كلكم تعرفوا إنه برنامج السنوات الابتدائية يلي جاب إذا بدكم هذا المصطلح وعم يسلط الضوء عليه كتير ببلش بعمر ل3 سنوات. Now, when I talk about agency, I talk about, for example, as a teacher, I support the student agency by listening to them, by giving them open-ended tasks, by collaborating with them and co-constructing success criteria with them. So أنا كمعلم بقدر أدعم وكالة المتعلم أو القوى المحركة من خلال مهام مفتوحة، من خلال صياغة معايير النجاح المشتركة، من خلال التعاون مع بعضنا البعض بالمهمات. Now, how this will look like in each classroom, it will be different. So at 3 years old, when I'm asking from them a success criteria, it will be completely different if I'm asking it at a 10 years old or 18 years old. فإذا معايير النجاح بصف الروضات ما رح بتكون بتشبه معايير النجاح بصف الخامس أو بالمرحلة المتوسطة. And remember, I modeled it because at the beginning of this session, I asked you also to write the success criteria of this session. This is also agency. We gave you the choice to choose Arabic or English. اعطيناكم الخيار إنكم تختاروا اللغة العربية أو الإنجليزية. إنكم تكتبوا معايير النجاح. هيك أنا كمدرب, this is my role as a workshop leader to support your agency وادعم الوكالة تبعيتكم. غصون, you raised your hand. Go ahead. تفضلي.
أستاذ علي ممكن كمان إنه نحكي دليل على هذا الشيء اللي إحنا عم بنمارس الأجنسي في البي واي بي السنوات الابتدائية الأولى اللي هو الثري واي كونفرنس، إنه إحنا أوريدي عم نشارك الأهل والطالب نفسه والمعلم في تحديد الهدف، إنه الطالب هو اللي عم بيحدد الهدف بالضبط exactly إيش هو بده يقدم فيه ونعمل سويا لتحقيق هذا الهدف.
Very good. So Ghussoon gave the example of the three-way conference when the student, the parent, and the teacher are sitting together and they are setting goals and they are reflecting on the learning. And this is another way, yes, where we can support agency. Now, I would like to share with you the following link and to share with you the final slide where on EduSpark, I prepared a full bilingual course. You can, now this is a paid course, but it's not very expensive. You can go there and you can check this asynchronous course where I've put plenty of ideas for you on how to support the student agency, self-efficacy, and other things inside your classroom. So حابب أنا أختم وخبركم إنه صار في على منصة EduSpark ورشة عمل مسجلة مدفوعة ولكن منا كتير غالية باللغة العربية وباللغة الإنجليزية، بتشرح هذا المفهوم أكتر، بتعطيكم أمثلة شو لازم تعملوا بقلب الصف وبتعطيكم أفكار بتقدروا تكونوا عم بتطبقوها. Andrew, would you like to add anything?
Just an offer. Many of you may not be aware of EduSpark. It's a platform that has lots of professional learning on it. Like this session, this is our first bilingual course, and we do need to get better at providing lots more languages. I think presenting to the world in English is a bit of a hidden form of limiting people's access to professional learning. So we're a young platform, and if you are keen to try it out, I've got an offer for anyone who's attending this one. There's a link now in the chat that will give you 3 months of Pro to look at all of the subscription-based or free-based courses. There are about 160 there. So I didn't want to talk too much about EduSpark other than it's a professional learning platform. And for coming along today, if you want 3 months of free Pro, then you can use the link. And if you want to talk more about that, that's fine too. But really the spotlight and the focus is on you and your expertise, your elegant switching between the languaging. And I would imagine you could do it 3 ways with French if you needed to. And also I love the way that you beautifully modeled. The time has probably gone quickly for people because you are not a talking head. I love the modeling that goes on that shows that what you've been doing is in fact entirely consistent with the words that you've been and the wisdom you've been given. So shukran from me. I think this has been a wonderful session.
Thank you, Andrew. So أنا برجع بشكر الجميع. I would like to thank everyone in English and in Arabic. I hope you enjoyed the session and you are leaving with a lot of new ideas. It's been for me very interactive, a lot of idea in the chat. The session was recorded. It's on YouTube channel of EduSpark. You can explore now in the next couple of minutes the whole platform that is full of ideas in English, and maybe I'm the first one having a bilingual course on the website. So المنصة مليئة بمصادر كتير بتقدروا تستفيدوا منها باللغة الإنجليزية، وهيدا أول كورس باللغتين عربي وإنجليزي. بتمنى يكون نال إعجابكم and we have more ideas for you coming in the future. So keep هيك tuned and or stay tuned. ضلكم على تواصل معنا وشوفوا كل الأشياء يلي محضرين لكم إياها. شكرا كثير. And it's so nice to see the bilingual chat, right?
Before you disappear and wrap up, I wanted to do one thing, and if everyone can go to their react button and give applause, what will happen is we'll get everyone looking like they're doing this. If I can just get mine going, not the raise hands one, but the applause that looks like this. I'm going to take a screenshot and send that to Ali as a little memento of today. So if we can all start applauding using, could you explain that in Arabic for me, please?
Yes, so كلكم هلا رح بتزقفوا واندرو رح ياخذ سكرين شوت لحتى نشوف كل الزقفات يلي بعثوا لنا اياها. So Andrew, are you able to see all these claps coming?
Yes, I can.
وبتمنى كمان المنصة تكون عجبتكم لأنه EduSpark عم يستخدم منصة غير منصة زوم and we try to make sure that the breakout room is bilingual. صفاء, you raised your hand. تفضلي.
لا كنت I was waving my hand just
okay, waving your hand. بس كمان كثير حلو نسمع صوتك صفاء. شكرا كثير.
أنا كثير انبسطت. I was very happy now, but really time flies very quickly. Really with Ali, it's amazing.
Yes, so it's already 4 p.m. UAE time. بشكر الكل يلي تابعونا اليوم وبتمنى انه تكون الجلسة عجبتكم. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, everyone. Wonderful to be here with you, Ali, and with everyone who's joined. Look forward to more of these. This is fabulous. I love your work. It's just brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye all.